soloing. So before I begin, if you haven't already subscribed, it would mean the world if you did. I've recently hit 20, which is my first real benchmark, and I'd really like to hit 21 million, whatever. Let's just go with it. Moving on. So soloing is a really cool thing to be able to do. It allows you to express yourself, explore, experiment with different things, try new things out. However, it can be very, very difficult to get your head around to begin with. But fear not, for I have a system in place. It's 4 levels long, okay? So first of all, we have to understand what it is we're trying to do when we are soloing or improvising, as it's also known as. What we're trying to do is to create a melody. And in order for that melody to sound good, it needs to fit over the top of the chord sequence that you're playing, which takes us to level 1. Level 1. So this is where you have to understand what chord sequence you're playing over. If you understand the chord sequence, then you can target the root note. Now, this is what I mean by that. Every single chord has a root note. If you play that root note, it is arguably the best, the safest note that you can play. So if I play an A chord, if I play the note of A, it's the best note that I can play. It fits the best over an A. If I play a D, then a D is going to fit. If I play an E, then an E is going to fit. So, all I want you to do in level 1 is just play the root note of the chord you're playing over. So this is over a 12-bar blues, which means that you have 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A, 1 bar of E, 1 bar of D, 1 bar of A, and then 1 more bar of E. Also, the scale that we're going to be using for this is going to be the A minor pentatonic, which is just a nice, basic, easy scale. We play it as follows. On string 6, we go 5-8. On string 5, we go 5-7. On string 4, we go 5-7. String 3 is 5-7. String 2, 5-8. String 1, 5-8. And backwards is just backwards. Okay, for an A, the note that we're looking to play is going to be the 7th fret on string 4. The D is 7th fret string 3, and the E is the 5th fret on string 2. So here we go. I'm going to play it once through. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. Just the A to begin with. Play around with the rhythm as well. To the D. The A. And enjoy just sitting on a comfortable note. To the E. Down to the D. To the A. Back to the E. And then repeat. But that's as much as I'm going to do. There we go. On to level 2. So in level 2, it's really where we begin to create the first melody, albeit a very, very simple one, by adding one note into it. So in level 1, you're just playing an A over the A chord, a D over the D chord, and an E over the E chord. In level 2, you can play this note here, which is a C over the top of the A chord, and you can also play over the top of the D chord. A C you can find in the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Now, the point of this is to understand that you're trying to target the root note. It's the most important note. Of these 2 notes over the A chord, the note that we're looking to target, to give weight to give importance to, is the A. If we give it to the C, our ears think, oh, the C is the important note. We don't want that, because that's not what the melody's about. The melody wants to really circle around the A. When the A chord is playing, we want the melody to be beholden to the A. Okay? In order to do that, it's really as simple as just finishing what you're playing on the root note, in this case the A. So if I'm playing a few notes, I'm playing the A and the C, finish on the A, my ears think, oh, okay, I like the A. If I do the same thing but then to the D, the D becomes the important note. Over the E, by the way, over the E chord, just stick with just the E, because you're not on the E for very long, so it doesn't really make sense to have an extra note around yet. Okay, so level 2. Okay, up to the C, and back down to the A, and then up to the D, back down to the A. Okay. Simple melody up to the E, down to the D, A, up to the E, and back to the A. Boom! Level 2. On to level 3. Level 3. Here we are. Level 3 adds another note to each chord. So over the A, you can play the A, the C, and now the D. And over the D chord, you can play the D, the C, and the A. What we're doing is we're extending the melody that you can play, but you're still looking to return to the root note every time. The nice thing about this note here, the C, is that when we go between an A chord and a D chord, you can link them together. So you haven't just got to jump from an A down to a D, you can go through the C and it sounds more pleasing. 2, 3. What? Just try and do that without making a very basic mistake. So 1, 2, 3. So level 3. 2, 3, 4. Nice and simple. Back to the A, and up to the D. Down to the A. Up to the E. Down to the D. To the A. Down to the E. Okay. Taking us all the way to level 4. Level 4. Last level. You can use every note. Any one of these notes. As long as you go back to the root note afterwards. Including the E as well. I'm not going to use every note when I do this next example. I'm only going to use, for this 6 notes, I'm going to add this note here, which is the 5th fret on the D string, and I'm also going to add the 8th fret on the B string as well. Just to show you that it doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to use all of these notes. Just try and use a few of them. Just try and create something simple. You can create some cool stuff with just a couple of notes. So here we go. Level 4. Wow, never thought we'd get here. Level 4. Going back to the A. Because I'm on the A, so I want to hear an A. Now I'm on a D. The A. Up to the E. And that's kind of it. You don't need to be complicated. So things to think about are not always playing on the beat of 1. Try and explore the other beats. Think about ending more on the beat of 1 than starting on it. That's a really nice idea. Explore. Just try things out. I do intend on doing more things on soloing, because there are many more things that you can think about. What I'll do is I'll add a few minutes of the backing track at the end of the video so that you can play along with it. And thank you for watching.